Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Business Talk with Ivan. I am a digital business builder, and I help people all over the world start their own digital businesses with no experience because we provide full training. All right, we teach you everything. We give you all the tools that you need to start and run a digital business successfully. All right, that's the amazing thing about our program. It's built by people, it's built by experts, it's built by people that are already doing this, that are running successful digital businesses. So when you plug into our system, you simply can't fail. It is as easy as that, really. And I started my journey basically nearly 2 years ago now. But as part of this interview series, what I love to do is speak to people, business partners who are doing exactly the same thing all over the world. Because an amazing thing about our program is we coach and we mentor people. So when you join the program, you get this one-to-one support. All right. And I love speaking to other people that are doing exactly the same thing as me, because I'm just really, really keen to understand how their journey is compared to my journey. Right. But more importantly, when I talk to these people who are literally on the four corners of the world, it's really interesting to get the different, the different dynamics and understand the different cultures and how that impacts running a digital business, because you literally can run it from anywhere. Now, my guest today is a lovely, lovely lady. All right. I actually interviewed her probably about 18 months ago, right? When we were both fairly new in the business. And today we're kind of coming back full circle, and I'm going to get to hear her story again. All right, but updated, because we've got 18 months worth of experience under our belt since then. She's called Leanne. She is originally from South Africa, but she now lives in the UK. And stand by, because you're about to hear an amazing story. Good afternoon, Leanne. How are you?
Good afternoon, Ivan. I'm great, thank you. How are you doing?
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for your time today. Really do appreciate it.
It's so great to be back.
I know. It is. That's what I mean. It's literally been 18 months, but it's kind of, I can actually remember the day we actually spoke. I can picture it in my mind, even though it was 18 months ago. So it's great that you've made the time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just want to say hello to everyone who's watching. So if you are watching on Facebook, please make sure you grant StreamYard permission so that we can see your comments live. So hi, Anil, who's watching. Good afternoon to you. Tell us where you're from, Anil. Whereabouts are you watching from? And anybody else, please drop a comment in and do tell us where you're watching from, and we'll say hello to you. All right. And if you have any questions for us, please put them in the comments as well, and we will try our very best to answer them for you. So, yeah, how's your day going? Okay. How's it been today? Has it been a sunny day where you are today?
No, Ivan, it's funny enough, the sun is popping out now. We're actually going to have a barbecue, but it's been a little bit cold, but much better than the last few days, where it's been quite raining. I'm in Luton, so
right.
Yeah, but it's quite nice outside now. A little bit of wind, but oh well. The weather is
it's not been brilliant in Manchester. We've had a bit of sun earlier, but it's now gone quite cloudy, But here in my home office, I'm talking to you, so the sun's shining. That's not corny at all, is it?
No, that's
so I'm going to say hello to Nazneen, who's watching from South Africa. Hi, Nazneen. Good afternoon to you. Good evening for you. Whereabouts in South Africa are you watching from? Please tell us. So Leanne, tell us a little bit about you, because obviously you're from South Africa originally. But introduce yourself. Tell people a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I am a granny and a mom, and had a very strong corporate background in South Africa. I worked I was a senior business consultant for many years, as well as doing bookkeeping. I had my fingers in a few pies. I also owned my own little pub, which was great fun. Which made me very busy. lived in Cape Town for a number of years, and then moved up to the Johannesburg area. With in South Africa, Gauteng is the business hub, really. So that's where I ended up.
Amazing. So how did you explain to me the journey from South Africa to the UK, and how did all that come about, and why, and how did you find that experience?
Yes, so I decided a couple of years before that, but in 2018 we actually made the big move. And the funny thing is, Ivan, I had only ever stopped over in Heathrow. I'd never actually been to the UK.
Really? Oh,
and then I just decided, but my mom was born here, and all of her side of the family come from here. And I just decided, okay, well, we're going to move. And we arrived here on the 1st of July, 2018, walked out for the first time. It was quite an experience, let me tell you.
I can imagine. Wow.
And moving is a big thing. You don't realize at the time, but it's actually a huge thing in your life. So a few months later, that holiday excitement feeling sort of wears off.
Yeah.
And then
you realize it's reality.
Trying to find your feet. And of course, which didn't make it easy for me at the time was I completely changed professions. So I went from very corporate background into healthcare, which was was something completely different than I'd ever had experience in.
Right. Wow. God.
But I mean, we're really happy we made the move. I love the UK. We love the parks, the green spaces. I love being able to walk around everywhere. So we love it. And of course, my grandson was born here.
That's amazing. And there's Nene just saying she's in Cape Town. So she's a mum of two as well, and a granny. So there's Nene, she feeds 1,500 people a day, breakfast and dinner. Wow.
I know. Isn't that amazing?
That is incredible. There's Nene, what can I say? I mean, that's just absolutely fantastic. Wow. How inspirational is that?
Absolutely.
So that is amazing. That is amazing, Leanne. So you moved here in 18. So it was 12 months later that you decided to think about working online, was it, give or take?
Yes. So, I mean, I really, I'm a very compassionate person, and I was really enjoying my job, but I was spending a lot of time away from my family. And of course, being in a new country, that made it really difficult. And then being away from my family sort of just added onto my stress. And I slowly started to look. I can't say I was physically going on and looking, but I was keeping my eyes open. And of course, when an advert popped up on my news feed, and I actually attended the webinar, I just was, okay, this is for me. This is it. This is my way out, my plan B becoming my plan A. And I jumped at it, and I haven't looked back since. I'm really very grateful that I did that.
Awesome. Did you find it difficult to start working online then? Was that a difficult transition for you to make?
This is the weird thing. I was not on social media. I mean, I had a Facebook account, but I never even went on it. So this is from somebody who really, I wasn't on any social media. I wasn't on any of the platforms, except that I had an account really just to look at family photos.
Right. Yeah.
And I must tell you, going through the training and that, I found it very simple. I've used a lot of computer programs, but nothing being online. I was never on video. I mean, I didn't even like photographs of myself. But I really found it quite simple to go through, simply because of the incredibly simple way our training site is set up, that you can literally just follow and copy and do exactly what they're doing. And you just, you pick it up so quickly as you go along. It was amazing.
It is. It's a good point, actually. The training is it is second to none. There's nothing quite like it out there, I don't think. I mean, I'm not unintelligent, but it was so easy to do. It was so easy. It was just step by step. It just made complete sense. Yes. Everything was really logical.
Yeah.
And it's idiot proof, really, isn't it? It really is, because It's clear.
Honestly, I really idiot proof.
Well, that is an amazing thing. So why online though for you? Why not do a brick and mortar business? What was there a particular? How did you decide that?
You know, having my own pub, so like a brick and mortar business offline, you realize just how costly it is to run an offline business, because you've got all your expenses, no matter if business is good or bad, you have your monthly overheads and they just continue.
Yeah.
Whereas in the online space, I mean, it was just really, it's me, right?
Exactly.
So, and then my advertising, little bits and pieces like that, but it is nothing like owning an offline business where you're holding stock, you're paying utilities, you're paying rent, you're paying salaries, on and on and on and on and on and on. The costs
it's a big list. It is a big list, isn't it? You're absolutely right. No, it really is.
Yeah,
absolutely. Nazneen, Nazneen's just saying she's loving your story, Leanne. And we need to say hello to Hassan as well. So hello, Hassan. Good afternoon to you, sir, wherever you're watching from. Let us know where you're watching from. Okay. We've also got somebody watching in Oxford, but StreamYard doesn't tell me who, as you can see.
yes.
we have an anonymous Facebook user. We've got Ruby watching as well. So hi, Ruby. Good afternoon to you.
Hi, Ruby.
So Ruby's from Africa, but she's in the UK as well. So also, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So that's really it. Do you know what? I think what you just said is really, really quite spot on, actually, to be fair, because when you think about working online, the cost that you have it's just advertising and any type of startup cost. That's it, right? For working online. But when you've got like a brick and mortar shop or a business, I mean, you've got rent, you've got utilities, you've got insurances. You know, you have stocking and shipping and all that type of stuff to worry about. When we work online, we partner with a company. They take care of all of that for us, so we haven't got to worry about that.
Yeah, and that's big problem. Those are big issues. Yeah. And I mean, the other thing about having an offline business is you have physically got to be there all the time, or you're going to have employees that are there all the time, which is an added cost for you.
Exactly.
So, you know, an online business, you take it with you. Wherever you're going, whatever you're wanting to do, it's just...
I love that. I do. I love that. Yeah. Because we love to travel. So, you know, having a business we can take with us when we travel is just such a massive tick in the box for us. I can't even begin to tell you. I mean, I know we've not been able to travel that much over the past 12 months, but, you know, we still managed to get away for a few trips last year, and we took our business with us. And it was just incredible. But even when you're just at the supermarket locally, you know, you wait. I can't tell you how many times I've been in the checkout, you know, and I've just been on my phone and I've just been checking what's going on with my business because it's that easy. I can just use my phone. So
that's right.
You're not chained anywhere, are you?
No, absolutely not. I love following your travels. They are amazing. I'm going to start traveling soon one day too.
Oh no, yeah. Travel is just, it feeds the soul. It feeds the soul. Absolutely. It absolutely does. So there are a lot of online opportunities out there. You could argue that people could be easily overwhelmed by the volume of online opportunities. Because of that, people, hi Ruth, because of that, people naturally can be quite wary, can be quite skeptical about working online and whether they're, you know, is it legitimate? Am I going to lose my money, etc., etc., etc. What would you say to those people about our program and what makes us different?
Yeah. Now, funny enough, Ivan, I wasn't one of those skeptical people. I don't know why, because, well, I sort of do, because I pray on, I pray on something, and if I have a good feeling about it, I go ahead. But I do understand because there is so much going on in the online space. Also, quite a few years ago, I did get involved sort of in a business, but it was with products, so that you were trying to sell, and I knew straight off the top that I was not interested in doing that again. So I didn't want to get into a kind of business where you had to actually go and sell. A lot of years it was driving, seeing clients. But okay, I'm sort of digressing. But in the actual online space, what I loved about this business was once you actually get into it, and you're actually looking, you can go and do such your own due diligence. You can check out. I mean, we have a huge community. I know when you yourself and myself joined, it wasn't near as many, but I mean, it was also still, a large. But I mean, now it is a huge community. So you can just go on and you can just go and check everything out, and you can make sure that it is legitimate, and you will find that is exactly what it is. And with the amount of people that have now decided that this is for them and they want to be online business owners, it makes my heart really happy, because I think people deserve much better lives than what we have been living. And this is a way of actually getting a bit of your life back, getting a lot of your life back. And that's what I love about it. So anybody who's skeptic, I mean, all you have to do is watch a webinar. If you want to take the next step, you do that. And then you go ahead and you do your due diligence, which again, it's risk-free, 100% risk-free. So for me, it's really a no-brainer. And I never had that skeptical type of worry about that, because I had looked at it. I looked at so many members, so many business owners in the community. It was like, oh, well, this is a legitimate business. And I mean, you and I know now, almost 2 years down the line, we're still here, right?
Exactly. And you've hit the nail on the head again, because that's exactly what it's about. The fact that we are so visible. We're here today online, putting our names and our faces out there. All right, we wouldn't be doing that if this wasn't a legitimate opportunity. Simple as, really. And there's Dean's asking a question, or sort of saying, listen to your story. He wants to learn how to go about this business. And so Nazneen, the answer to that question is very easy. You just go to our website. Leanne will say her website in a minute. You can register and we'll send you some more information. It's as easy as that. All right. The workshop we talk about, where we explain what we do, it's all free. All right. You can watch that. No cost for that. So simply just register, my friend. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do.
90 minutes of fun, because it's actually a really nice webinar. And if you don't decide to go ahead with that, at least you've learned a few tips about the online world, right?
Exactly. So tell me a little bit about what motivates you then. So, what drives Leanne?
Yeah. So my huge driving force from the start, because it does change a little bit over time, but my first thing was I have always worked incredibly long hours all the time. So I didn't really ever get the opportunity of watching my own children grow up. I mean, I was at work, so dropped them at daycare, then it was school and so on and so on and so on. And I was always at work. And when my grandson was born, I thought, no ways, I don't want this other little human being growing up now and me not being there or to be able to enjoy things with him. And so he was really a huge driving force that pushed me to go, all right, now you've got to do something. Because if I'm not going to change something, in 10 years' time, I'm going to be in exactly the same spot. And that was like, no, I'm taking a step. And of course, I mean, I've got lots of other things I want to do too. But being new in the country, I wanted to look at purchasing a property. And I really, more than half my family live in Vancouver. I want to be able to travel, and I want to be able to spend a lot of months there, as throughout the year. Yeah. So that's my driving force, really.
No, I get it. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect. More time with family, friends, loved ones. I mean, who doesn't want that? All right, who doesn't want that? And that's what running a digital business. When you work on the internet, it's such a streamlined process. Right, that it does create more time. That's exactly what it does. It does give you more time to do that, to spend more time with people. to travel, to be at home when the kids get home from school, or be able to help out, family members, look after your grandchildren, like yourself. It just creates time for all that to happen.
Even me going to the parks, Ivan, I mean, I would never have been able to do that because I was at work all the time. So there was no way. I was stuck in traffic. I was driving around. So now, I mean, it's wonderful. I go and sit there and take pictures and have cappuccinos, and it's lovely.
No, I get it. And, for anybody watching, if that's the kind of thing you want, I mean, we don't have to be talking life-changing things, but if you just want more time to enjoy your life, experience your life, rather than just live your life, then working online, working digitally, starting an internet-based business is exactly the right thing for you to do, because it does give you exactly that.
Absolutely.
Really. So, talk to me about mindset, Leanne. So, because I guess in an ideal world, I'd be sat here saying we're running a digital business, and everything's going like that constantly. It's a permanent positive upward trend, but life isn't like that.
No, not at all.
Business isn't like that, right? And I'm quite open about that. There's no, there are ups and downs. The trajectory is certainly up, but it's by no means a straight line. So talk to me about, just as a digital business owner, running your business now for 18 months, heading towards 2 years. How important has it been, and have you noticed the difference when your mindset has not been in the right place?
Absolutely, I have. In fact, even though generally throughout my life, I've tried to sort of be a positive person, I actually didn't realize till after a while I'd been involved in the business and the community, because I'm going to say the community is a huge part of how I keep my mindset positive, because we are human, and we do go through our ups and downs, and sometimes things are annoying for us, and whatever, you're frustrated. But and even though I love listening to podcasts, and I do listen to a lot of motivational stuff. I do like reading. I must say though, I found that being plugged in to the community and just feeding off that positive, those happy vibes has what has kept my mindset. I mean, even through this whole lockdown, because it can be really lonely.
Exactly.
I find that we probably didn't battle with it as much because we have such a big community of people, and we just all kept plugged into each other.
Exactly.
And that helped. That absolutely helped.
That's spot on true. I can't. Working online by its very nature, you could argue, is quite solitary, because you tend to be at home in an office like me, and all you've got is your laptop for company. But you're right. Every single day, right, without fail, I am communicating. I'm talking to people, right, just like this, right. Whether it's online or whether it's just on Messenger, but I'm never on my own. I never feel on my own, and that is a big thing. And exactly like you said, over the past 12, 14, 18 months. People can be forgiven for feeling lonely because they've been, their freedoms have been curtailed because of the lockdowns that we've had to kind of endure. Yeah. And working online for me, the community has been an outlet. It's been a bit of a saving grace for me.
I mean, you're constantly talking to other people who are also very similar mindsets. We know the world has issues and problems, but we choose to focus on what's positive in the world, and that's a good thing.
It is. It really is. It absolutely is. So what do you kind of think has... what am I trying to ask here? What do you like best about being a digital entrepreneur? And what do you like the worst? Give me two polar opposite things here.
Probably because I'm going to start with the worst, so I'll do the worst one first. The scary part for me was always having to show my face.
Yeah.
But I must say, I'm glad I've overcome that. And I do feel so much better for it, because I was always so nervous about what people would think or say, or I don't know, you've just got this in your mind. Am I pulling a funny face?
Yeah.
Just
No, I get
silly
it.
things. So that for me was the worst. I can't say it really worries me so much anymore, because once you've done it often enough, it actually becomes quite fun.
It does. It
And
does.
then the best thing for me was getting to know so many people, because again, I'm going to say, moving and coming to a new country, you don't really know many people. And I have found that I've made so many friends in this online space. I haven't had that loneliness feeling of being, oh, we're in this new country now and we're on our own. I feel like I've been surrounded by this wonderful community, and I've got lots of friends.
No, I get it. Absolutely get it. No, I do. I completely understand that. That makes perfect sense. So this all starts, doesn't it, with a workshop? All right. Yeah. You've mentioned it a couple of times, and I know we've had a question from Nisneen asking about it. But go on, tell the people that are watching why should they watch the workshop? Why should they invest the time? And how did they go about finding out more?
Yeah. So my mom, it's stuck in my head forever. My mother she always says to us, give yourself options. Never put yourself where you don't have any options. So the webinar is an option for you to look at, something for you to look at. You're giving yourself an option. And I mean, why not? It's not going to cost you anything. It's literally 90 minutes of your time. And as I said earlier, I find them great fun. They're very informative. You even feel better after watching the webinar because of the positivity of the people that you're going to listen to. And it's always different people. And I mean, it's little steps. So you take the first step, you watch a webinar. You're happy with the business? Well, then you're going to the next step and you sign up for the pre-coaching videos.
Yeah.
But first step is watch a webinar. It costs you nothing. It's going to entertain you. You're going to find out quite a few things about the online space and what it is that we do. 90 minutes, guys. Just go ahead and give yourself an option.
It's very true. That's exactly right. And it's 90 minutes. It could change your life, because if you watch it and you realize this is actually what you've been looking for, then it's going to lead you down a road that I went down, that you went down, and literally thousands of other people went down to and look where we are today. And there's Nisneen saying, yep. So I think the date is almost up. So appreciate it, Nisneen. If you're still watching, then thank you for your time. Hopefully you've got a lot out of this interview. It's been great to chat to you on here.
Yeah, thank you, Nisneen.
Well, yeah. So Leanne, do you want to just tell people what your website address is, please?
Yes, it is www.leannenlive, but I'll spell it LEANNENLIVE.net.
Perfect. So you can go to either Leanne's website or my website. You can register, and we'll email you some information. It's as easy as that.
We'd love to, because it makes us happy to see other people happy.
It does. It absolutely does. It really does. And so, what for you? The future looks bright.
Future looks bright. I've got quite a few things. I've got a really big vision board.
Yeah, right. Okay. But that's what you need. That's what you need. That's what drives you every single day. Get that.
And definitely, I can only say to people, just give yourself that option. The online space is really a fun space. That's my grandson in the background there. He's shouting, "Mommy, help me."
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine. He's got the broom.
All right, okay.
Training them well.
Oh no, bless him. So that I can hear him just. Oh, I love it. No, that's been amazing, Leanne. So yeah, for people watching, go to the website, register. We'll send you more information. And Leanne, that has been absolutely awesome. That has been absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
One
Thank
random
you.
question, I guess I've gone for you. You know, if you could have any actor or actress play you in a movie, who would that be? Who would you get to play you in a movie about your life?
Sure. Okay. Maybe what is her name? Julia Roberts. I'm not a great movie watcher. So I don't
right,
watch
okay.
movies.
Well, Julia Roberts isn't a bad starting place, to be fair. So
I love her because I like the laugh, and for me, she also just always seems like quite a positive person, and just that laugh, that's infectious. So I'd like someone like her.
Love it. And because the reason I asked that, because that tells me a little bit about you, you see, so that I can get that, you know, that you don't actually come out and say, but I can see how you envisage yourself. So that's really quite interesting. But yeah, no, one of the biggest movie stars in the world. I think that's pretty good place to start.
Well, if I'm going to go, then I may as well go big, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But Leanne, that's been absolutely awesome. So thank you so much for your time today. I will let you get back and look after your grandson.
Maybe in 2 years we can do this again.
Well, I'll still be here, so we absolutely can. Without a shadow of a doubt. Let's get a date in the diary. Everybody watching, thank you for watching. And we will see you on the next episode of Business Talk with Ivan. So until then, have a great rest of the day. Talk to you all soon. See you later.
Yes, hello everyone. Bye-bye.